Hey guys, this is Abhishek from Review1659 and today we are going to do a quick hands-on comparison of the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 with the Sony Xperia Z Ultra 6.4-inch device. In terms of the display, these devices differ in terms of the display size. This device has a 6.3-inch display, whereas this one has a 6.4-inch display. And again, if we actually talk about the resolution, we have a high-definition resolution on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra. Now if we talk about these two devices in terms of display, we have good display on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra and we have a pretty much vibrant and you can say bright display on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. But in terms of the overall colors, this display actually feels better in terms of the colors as of now. If you actually take a look, if we actually talk about the version of Android, you have same Android 4.2.2 running on both of these devices. So you have Android 4.2.2 running on these two devices, and again when it comes to the layer of UI which is running on top of it, you have Samsung TouchWiz UI over here, the Nature UX UI on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.8, whereas the Sony Xperia UI is running on this device. In terms of the display size, they are very near. In terms of the thickness, now if we actually talk about these devices in terms of the overall physical form factor, this device is pretty good to hold in one hand, and also this device is also pretty good to hold in one hand. As far as the edges are concerned, edges are tempered over here, and again which will give you a nice grip when you hold the device in one hand. It might feel large when you hold the device in one hand, it might feel bigger, but you will get used to it once you start using it. In terms of the thickness and the weight, I would say the thickness is definitely slimmer, is less on this device. This device has a thickness of around 6.5 millimeter in terms of thickness, whereas the Samsung Galaxy Mega is 8 millimeter in terms of thickness, and the thickness of the Sony Xperia Z Ultra is 6.5 millimeter. So this device is fairly thinner as far as the thickness is concerned. The weight of the Samsung Galaxy Mega is around 199 gram, whereas the Sony Xperia Z Ultra is around 212 gram in terms of the overall weight. The display which we have on the device, you have in terms of the build quality, if you compare these two devices, you have glass at the top on the front, whereas if we actually talk about the back side, we have glass on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, whereas we have polycarbonate plastic back cover which can be removed on this device. So the battery can be removed on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, but it is non-removable over here. And again, this device has a protection as far as the water is concerned. So this is water resistant device. You can submerge this water inside the device and it will keep on working, but this device is not water resistant. So this display resolution which we have on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra is a full high definition display, whereas we have 720x1280 display on the Samsung Galaxy Mega, and on this device you have 1080x1920, whereas this one has a 720p display. Now if you actually take a look over these two devices from a closer point of view, let me just show you these two devices. Both of these devices are phablet and they support to use them in the landscape mode as well. And again, as you can see, this display seems to be fairly bright, and this display is little bit lesser in terms of the brightness, and both of these devices are set to maximum brightness as of now. And if you actually take a look over the app drawer, this is how the app drawer looks like. Again, you have good number of applications coming on this device from Samsung, especially designed for this device, and there are good number of applications coming on this device as well. You have BigFlex and Split 7 pre-installed on this device. As far as the display technology is concerned, you have super clear LCD display on the Samsung Galaxy Mega over here, as you can see, whereas you have IPS, you have TFT display. You have TFT display over here, whereas you have super clear LCD display on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. You have light sensor on both of these phones. You have proximity sensor on both of these phones. As far as the display is concerned, this display is scratch resistance as well. As far as the battery is concerned, you have 3200 mAh battery on the Samsung Galaxy Mega, whereas you have 3000 mAh battery on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra. Both of these phones support shooting high definition videos from the back camera, as you can see over here. So you have 8 megapixel camera on both of these devices, but when it comes to the flash, you have LED flash over here on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, but you do not have LED flash on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra. If we take a look over these devices from the side profiles is thinner on this device. Again, this device is 6.5 millimeter in terms of thickness, and this one is 8 millimeter in terms of thickness. At the bottom, if we take a look, you have the micro USB port over here. Because the micro USB port is over here on this device, which is covered because this one is water resistant. You have the primary mic over here on this device. On this side, if we take a look, we have the volume rocker over here, whereas we have a dock connector over here on this device. Now we have the volume rocker on this device over here with the power entry, which is placed at middle so that you can easily access it. Or on the top, you have the 3.5mm audio jack over here, and the 3.5mm audio jack is over here on this device. And again, these devices are fairly different in terms of the look and feel because they follow in different design language. As far as the video recording capabilities of these two devices is concerned, you can record high definition video from the back camera, which is 8 megapixel on both of these devices. The only difference here is that this device has flash, whereas this device does not have flash. As far as the front camera is concerned, you have 2 megapixel front camera, a fixed focus camera on both of these phones, and it can do a high definition video chat. So you can do a high definition video chat on both of these devices as far as the front camera is concerned. Over the devices from the front side, you have the nice metallic earpiece over here, whereas the metallic earpiece is over here on the Sony Xperia Vid Ultra. You have the front camera over here, the front camera is over here, and you have some proximity sensors over here, whereas the proximity and the ambient light sensor are over here on this device. So both of these devices have the proximity and the ambient light sensor. When it comes to the bottom, on the front, you have the physical home button over here, and the touch capacitor buttons are there within the body, whereas you have touch capacitor buttons and the home button within the display, not within the body of the Sony Xperia Vid Ultra. So that was a quick comparison in between these two devices. These two devices are fairly different in terms of the overall look and feel, as well as in terms of the overall features which you get. This is a dustproof device, a waterproof device. This is not a dustproof or a waterproof device. You have a brighter display on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, whereas you have a little bit less bright display on the Xperia Vid Ultra. But again, in terms of the form factor, both of these devices are fairly the same. In terms of the look and feel, these devices are different. If you hold these devices almost weigh fairly the same. There is a minimal difference in terms of the weight as well. So we recommend you that if you want to buy a dustproof device, phablet which should work in all the kind of conditions in which you would like to use it, you should go for the Sony Xperia Vid Ultra. Whereas if you want a phablet which should be bright enough, which should have all the Samsung related features which you may like to have on your phone, you should almost. As far as the quick hands-on comparison of the Sony Xperia Vid Ultra and Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 device, we like both of these devices. As far as the price is concerned, these devices fall in different price segment. This one is available for a price of around 35 to 36,000 Indian rupees. I'm not sure. Whereas the Sony Xperia Vid is available for a price of around 46,000 Indian rupees as far as the MRP is concerned. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on comparison of these two devices. Do let us know if you have any specific question for any of these two devices. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.